runs.
Woo, boy. I think my head is crooked. I can't even tell with this Zoom. Oh, we're live again. Once again, we are back to back.
Back at it again.
Watch my TikTok. If you watch that TikTok on my Instagram, on my Facebook, you saw I had that drink in the background pumping for that back to back. And yes, we are here back to back tonight. Episode 19 just went down. This is episode 20. What we got for you tonight? NBA schedule for Christmas Day. Who we like? MLB. Who's hot and who's not? Who we buying? Who we selling? We got your fantasy running back info hot off the presses. We're gonna draft NFL division to see which teams are the best. And last but not least, we got that Joey hot take. That boy hot, he hot. That boy good. All right. So you know who we are. CJ Squared, JB, Chris, Joey, making things happen on the block every day.
College.
All right, anyway, I'm tripping. I'm excited. Back-to-back shows get you like that. Back-to-back shows. Working with Chris and Joey gets me excited because not only are we teammates, we are competitors. We love to compete against each other. So, that's awesome stuff. So, first question. I'm going to Joey first on this one.
Wonder who he's going to take.
Christmas Day matchup are you most excited for?
Oh, who's it going to be?
Chris, JB, millions that are watching. There is only one place to be on Christmas Day. Well, besides your living room opening up.
Other than that.
Other than that, the place to be on Christmas Day is in the Mecca, New York City.
Madison
Square Garden, where special things happen in the world's greatest arena. Let me remind everybody that Bernard King dropped 50 in the Garden on Christmas Day.
Bernard King.
There was no Christmas Day game last year. That's changing. You know why? Because the Knicks are a relevant basketball team. And on Christmas Day, we have the very first game, and it's going to be a revenge game. Because the Atlanta Hawks and the now hated Trae Young is coming into the Garden. And remember, he took a bow. He bowed in Madison Square Garden the last time he was there. He'll have to answer to that. The Knicks have a better team. The Knicks have playmakers. The Knicks have shooters. The Knicks have bruisers down low. Christmas Day, the Knicks will get their revenge and defeat the Hawks in front of the entire world.
I predict a Christmas Day slaughter.
Oh.
The Hawks got shooters everywhere. It's gonna be a blowout. But anyway, Chris, who you
Joey
got?
does not want to hear it. He does not want to hear that. Don't ruin his Christmas, Grinch.
I'm calling it right now.
He's
a
Grinch. He's
little
the Grinch.
Little Grinch.
All right, so to me, blowout city.
To me, there's two things you need on Christmas: a good storyline and star players. Mine's got both of those. We got
it.
Mine's got both of those. No, this has got it. Golden State at Phoenix. You got the old versus the new, right? Chris Paul, Steph, those two are battling it out. But the biggest thing is they're targeting Klay Thompson's return on Christmas Day. So to me, that's the biggest story of all is what are they going to look like? What's he going to look like? To me, that's the biggest story of all day is if he comes back healthy, that could change the whole West again.
Yes.
You know, they were incredible when he was there. He goes down. Is he going to be the same player? To me, they already got star power in those two. You got the defending West champions versus the old dominant team in the West. So many storylines, but the biggest one is Klay Thompson. If he can come back that day, that's going to be massive. So I don't know, who knows how many minutes he'll run, but it'd be nice to see him, show what he's still got, especially on the defensive end, because we've seen he doesn't need to take dribbles. He doesn't need to do much because he's so good on the offensive side.
So good.
But he has to be still an elite defender he was such a great two-way player. They need him to do that, to be able to, they were always great on the defensive side. So just the storylines for those two, and you got the star power, Paul, Curry, you got Booker, Ayton. I mean, there's so many stars in that game.
Who shut Joey up.
Right. So, yeah, that's to me, that's my game there.
Chris, that's a very good pick. That was much better than that 12 o'clock game. But let's be clear.
Yeah.
Nobody's caring about what's going on before 8 o'clock.
Mine's the appetizer.
Yeah, yours no. Yours is a dessert. The meal is at 8.
I'll be asleep.
When the favorite to win the NBA title, you got James Harden. You talk about star power. You got James Harden. You got Kevin Durant. You got Uncle Drew. You got Russell Westbrook. You got Anthony Davis. You got the King.
Oh, yes. How many Hall of Famers are going to be playing in that game?
Griffin already talking trash.
Goodness.
Man, that is the game, because they only play twice a year. That is the game that everybody's going to be watching. I'm going to have me a Hennessy or something beside me. I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to enjoy that game. Hopefully there's some fantasy goodness going on in that game too, so I can sit back and eat it all up.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at the old
Grinch.
The Grinch is slicing it up.
I'm excited about that whole day, right? I mean, the Hawks and Knicks, the Hawks got shooters everywhere.
They do.
Everywhere.
They do.
It is good though that game is somewhat relevant and that Knicks are back at that.
Oh, I love the Mecca. Oh, I love that's one of my bucket list items, to go in and sit down with a game in Madison Square Garden. I may have to do with my boy Joey one day. We may have to just us three drive up there one day and sit down and watch the game. It don't matter if the Knicks are garbage, as long as we're there. It's all good. Yeah, but Christmas Day is going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting NBA season. I mean, so many good teams, so many changes, so many good players. It's going to be a great day. All right, Chris.
All right, yeah. So, let me hold on. I'm working here.
Hey, Greg Brown. Who's Greg Brown? What's up, Greg Brown?
Yeah, Greg is on there. Yeah, Greg.
Is that one of your boys?
Yeah, Greg.
So, Greg, you just shouting out Joey. That's it.
Greg is one of the best young offensive linemen in my years of officiating high school football. He's one of the best offensive linemen I've ever seen.
Geez, that's high praise, Greg.
Violent hands. Violence. Yeah, Chris is exactly like that. Violent
hands. That's what you need. That's what you need.
Absolutely.
All right. Let me hit you with this big question. We got with the MLB season heating up, which team in the hunt right now are you buying and which are you selling to make the playoffs? JB, you want to start this one? I wonder who you going with. Don't be subtle about it.
Who is JB buying? I'm buying the Atlanta Braves right now. Oh, I mean, the Braves are high. I mean, even though they beating up on some lousy teams, you still got to play them. And you still got to beat them. They got a gauntlet coming up. They got all these good teams. They're playing the Yankees, the Sox. They're playing the Giants. They're playing the Dodgers. I mean, we should be good, but I'm buying them because if you look at the NL East, there's one stat, and I mentioned this to Joey and Chris last time we talked. The Atlanta Braves differential is the only one in the division that's positive. It's a plus 92. Everybody else is negatives. What does that tell you? Even though the Atlanta Braves lost probably one of the best young players in the game, they still got firepower. They still got a chance to make the playoffs. Now, am I going on to who I'm selling to? Or am I coming back?
Who are you selling?
All right. So I mean, I gotta sell the Giants. The Giants, y'all been up there at the top of the NL West the whole season, sitting pretty. But here come them Dodgers, man. You talking them dudes are loaded, and for some reason,
they are loaded.
The dude from the Nationals, just bring him. Come on, do you not care?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it Dodgers like Yankees West now? They get all the good players to go there.
Money
right?
talk.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I
well,
tell you,
and the Giants, everyone all year has been waiting for them to fade. So I mean,
here it comes.
Yeah, I could see them fading, but I think they should still make the playoffs, but you don't want to be limping in like and the Giants and Dodgers are so hot right now that and you figure with Atlanta, no one else wants it in that division. Philly looked like they were going to. They've started falling off. The Mets have been horrible. And the
Washington Nationals
they sold off. So
they just sold their team off, right? They won a championship a couple of years ago. They're like, we got our championship.
I mean, even if Atlanta stays a little bit above 500, no one else seems to, even in this hard, if they can get through this hard thing, this hard stretch here, they should be all right. So, all right, Joey.
The Braves were tiring. They just kept winning, lose. And you look up. So I remember talking to you about it. It's a long season. You're like, man, it's a long season, JB. It's a long season, JB. All of a sudden now, they had 12 games over 500.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the fact that they're doing this without probably the best young player in baseball. I mean, he was an MVP candidate for most of that until he got hurt is crazy. And they really don't have a frontline guy. I mean, Max Fried's probably their best pitcher. So, I mean, it's not like they're just doing it. I don't know how they're doing it.
Dude, I lost a bet on him the other night, man, against the Orioles.
Oh,
I bet the over on 5 strikeouts. He only had 4.
Oh. I don't think he gave up a run though, did he?
Oh, good game though, right?
Yeah,
it's a complete game shutout, but he only had 4 strikeouts.
4 strikeouts. Goodness.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
All right, Joey, who you got? You better not have the Red Sox. Don't do it to me.
Chris and JB. I have to million. Greg Brown, if you're there, listen to me. July 25th, 2021. A young Yankees pitcher was in Fenway and had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning. Yankees were up 4-0. They yank him. Aaron Boone decided to take him out. Let the bullpen take this home for this dominant start that our young pitcher just gave us. Next thing you know, the Sox score 5. The Sox. The Sox score 5 unanswered runs and steal the game, and the series goes to the Sox. Ripped our hearts out. The Sox were up by 9 games on the New York Yankees after July 25th.
Indiana Jones style.
Ripped. Madarum, sharum. Sheba. You great Sheba. Jamie, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Hey, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you.
I'm trying to get my family to watch it. They keep hating on me.
I'll watch it with you.
Since July 25th, there have been 2 paths that have gone opposite way.
Oh my goodness. He
about to get won 8 straight series since losing that series to the Sox. The Sox have lost, I believe, 7 straight series now. The Sox are 7-15 since that game. The Sox ERA of their starting pitchers is just under 5. The Sox are now 2 games behind the Yankees since July 25th. It's not going well for them. So I will tell you that.
Will you buying the Rays?
I'm not buying Tampa.
Sounds like you're buying
the Yankees. The Yankees are scary. They are freakishly scary right now. They've got 2 freakish left-handed bats, which is what they needed anyway to go into that lineup. That lineup is scary to any pitcher right now. The way they are swinging the bats. They just got Joey Gallo to come play right field. Anthony Rizzo, who is a Gold Glove type first baseman, who the Sox should actually have. I'm glad that they did not get him. They have brought even more relevance to the Yankees lineup. I'm buying the Yankees. Guess who I'm selling?
Don't rip my heart out. Don't rip my heart out.
I'm selling the Sox. The main reason why I'm selling Boston, the main reason, they still, I believe, has 7 games with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has played them pretty well this year. The way that they're swinging the bats, mainly the way that they are pitching, I don't see them being any type of, I don't see them worrying Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is going to definitely make the playoffs. I don't see the Sox winning any more than 3, maybe 2 games from Tampa Bay out of the remaining 7. I'm selling Boston. It was fun while it lasted. They should be looking forward to next year.
Did you see that lineup that the Yankees rolled out the other day? They said like they're 1 through 5 hitters because they went with Voit in there leading off, that they were 6'5". They averaged 6'5", 250.
Monsters.
They said that was like an offensive line. That's a huge lineup.
There's only one other lineup, Chris. There's only one other lineup that I've seen put onto a field that would mirror that lineup of what the Yankees put out the other day. It is whatever the name of that team that Bugs Bunny played. Those dudes were huge.
That was when old first base Bugs Bunny.
First base Bugs Bunny. Second base Bugs Bunny. Shortstop Bugs Bunny. Third base Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny was crushing in that game.
Oh yeah,
played every position, JV.
Every position. It went out in the building. He still caught it.
It's the greatest performance of all time.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out to Bugs Bunny.
All right, Joe, you ripped my heart out, but I agree. I do agree with you, unfortunately.
He did.
Yeah. He ripped my heart out. All right, so for me, I'm buying the Reds. So since July 27th, they had a 10% chance that they were going to make a wild card. And they were 6.5 games back out of the wild card.
Yeah.
Now they're a game up on San Diego. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. In going into the trade deadline, they were the worst bullpen in the league. Mm-hmm. They added multiple relievers. Those 4 relievers they've added pitched 23 innings so far. They've given up 4 runs.
Oh, wow.
Joey Votto, everyone was always counting him out. He's kind of dead. He is murdering the ball right now. It looks like the old Joey Votto. And he's a guy who he's definitely easy to cheer for. Baseball needs more Joey Vottos.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and he is. I think he is. Now their odds are 45%. So since they had a 10% chance on July 27th to make the playoffs, now it's a 45% chance. They have 12 series left. 9 of those are against teams that are not in the playoffs. Mm. So if they make it as the last wild card, who's going to be bounced? San Diego. San Diego had a 98% chance to make the playoffs on May 29th. Right now, they've got a 42% chance. That is a massive drop-off. They've got one guy who's really carrying them. Tatis is a beast.
Yes, he is.
But everyone else, and I actually was hating on him, so I'm way off on him. He looks like the real deal. But they can't stay healthy.
Been there, done that.
They can't stay healthy. Darvish hasn't been able to stay healthy. Nope. Blake Snell looks like a horrible pickup for them.
Yes, he does.
And remember, they tried to get all those guys. You were talking about Scherzer and Trey Turner. They played for all those guys. And they didn't get any of them. They're 2-8 in their last 10. And they have 11 series left. 6 of those 11, so more than half, are against playoff teams. They're playing the Dodgers twice. They're going to have to play San Francisco. They've got a tough road to fall. And so, I don't know. To me, it looks like I don't think San Diego could win it. But like Joey said today, you never know. All you got to do is get into the playoffs. And especially in baseball with the 1-game wild card, you get in, you can make anything happen. So
how many wild card teams are there in baseball now? 2 or 3?
Two.
So there's the
Two.
two. They'll face each other, and then they'll go into the normal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
Baseball
that's
is.
what I mean. It's, you know, you can get in, and who knows, you know. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's heating up. It's going to be good. I love fall baseball when it starts to really heat up. I mean, it's such a long season that you're just like, whatever. And you just basically are waiting it out. They're just, you know, it's almost like a NASCAR. They're just, you know, putting in laps basically for
Yeah.
until September. And then once it heats up and October baseball, that's sweet. You know, when they start really playing, especially if you get like a day playoff game, you know, because I'm working at that
Oh,
point.
absolutely.
I got baseball going as I'm kind of working. All right, Joe, you want us to get into some fantasy running backs?
Let's get into fantasy running backs. Get your millions, Greg. If you're there, Greg, get a writing utensil and paper, because we are about to give you knowledge regarding fantasy. Let's talk about fantasy running backs. In a standard league.
Well, so do we want to say standard? We want to still say PPR league, right?
PPR?
PPR league, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's all kind of leagues, man. Standard league is a league where you don't get points for catches.
Well, so we went with the PPR, right? That's the one.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So
the PPR rankings.
We'll go PPR league, Joey.
So millions, just so that you all know, you get points for catches. Okay. So in a PPR league, what is your strategy when you are drafting running backs? JB, start us off.
Okay, so
give them knowledge, please. Give them knowledge.
No, just real quick, because man, we're gonna be up here. We talk forever. So I mean, it's hard to get all this information in this short period of time. But I'll say this: I kind of draft by tiers. And it depends on the league, really, because right in our league, which is called the league, right? It's a running back premium league, because I guess most leagues don't give points per carry for running backs, right? But our league does. So it's a running back premium. So running backs in that league shoot up the board. But in a normal standard PPR league, if it's a PPR league, you want a workhorse. You try your best to get a workhorse. If you can't get that workhorse, then you need to get a running back who you know is going to get about 60 to 65% of the touches, is going to run the ball between the tackles, run the ball at the goal line, and catch the ball. You want a complete back, right? Unless you want to go zero RB, which some folks do sometimes. But that's my strategy, right? I had a league the other day. I drafted 4 running backs in a row. I had a league today in the super flex. I took a running back. First running back was in the 5th round, I believe. I took Aaron Rod. I took Dion. I took Hopkins. I took Adams, Rodgers, Waller. Then I took Swift like in the 4th round. So in our league, I'm not doing that. I'm going running back heavy in that league. I would tell you that right now. I'm going running back heavy right off the bat. So it just depends on your league, but you just gotta know you gotta know your league settings. You gotta know the tiered players. Like my man Chris is gonna tell you, you want to make sure you're getting value. You don't want to waste your picks. You don't want to do that. It's all about getting that good value. And it's all about, at the end, having some starters too. Some people believe in handcuffing. Some people don't. Just depends. All right. That's a little bit of my running back philosophy. Chris, go ahead. Tell us about yours.
Yeah. So I'm very much a running back depth guy and a high floor guy. I'm not a shoot for the stars type of guy and I never really get set on one guy. We were talking about one of us that a guy that we have played with that loves to get his guy at all costs, no matter what. And to me, that's definitely, I'm the opposite of that. I just kind of I shoot for running back depth because you're always going to get guys injured. and you want a guy who can just come in and I always generally try to go for guys with a high floor. I'm not as worried about the ceiling type players because I just figure if I can get a couple high floor guys at good value, then I may not blow it out and get these massive scores, but I feel like I can compete week in and week out. So that for me, that's the biggest thing, is kind of just trying to get the high floor depth and just give myself some options. In our league last year, guys like Drake and Jacobs, for me, I knew the system that we were playing in was touches. Those guys really weren't that great from just a pure stats, but they just killed it from a touches standpoint. And I knew the floor was going to be so high because they were going to touch the ball so much. So, as opposed to a guy who, Drake was never, I think he had one game he went off all year. But for me, I like the floor guys.
The Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he had 3 touchdowns, like 100-something yards, but that was
rare. He had like a long run. Yeah, he went crazy.
Oh, that's right. He did have like 100-something, 90-something yarder, 80-something yarder, something crazy. So, yeah. So for me, I'm the high floor kind of depth type of guy. So,
yeah. Where did you draft David Montgomery last year? Because that guy, he was a monster at the end.
Yeah,
you picked him in the 5th round or something.
I think 5th or 6th round, something like that. Yeah. So again,
that was a pick of the draft last year.
Mm-hmm. I want a guy like that who has a decent floor, but he's not going to generally with him last year, he's not going to go out and just rip it up, but he's going to get me touches and be a solid back. That's what I was looking for with him. And he actually did more than what I expected, but that's not what I drafted him for at that point.
Right.
You're just looking, especially in those middle rounds, you're just looking at touches for me. So, all right, Joey.
I'm going to keep this very short as far as explaining to the millions my draft strategy when it comes to.
He doesn't have a strategy. He just shows
it's all
up.
about, as I explained and last week, it's feeling. Put emotion in it. But also in sign language for any of our millions of fans, if there any of you that may be deaf, let me give you the sign of what you should look for. Let me make sure that you all definitely see this. I'm gonna take that off. Okay. Find running back who eats.
They can't even see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're nuts.
Okay. That's all you need to do. Millions that are also deaf. Remember, find running back eats. All I have to say.
Just get somebody who eats. That's your strategy.
Hey,
he's got a eats category that he ranks them all out.
That's all.
Now, I don't. I could hit you with something right now, but no, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, hit me.
Oh, there it is. That was.
All right, next question, man. Next question.
Let's go to the next question. If you are drafting number 2 and the number 1 ranked running back Christian McCaffery is off of the board, who are you going to take? Where are you going, Chris?
I know a lot of people going Cook. I think I would go Kamara only because that team's just not. He's that whole team now with Thomas the way he is. I wonder where did he finish last year? I know he killed me, so maybe that's why he destroyed my championship game single-handedly.
6 touchdowns in the last game.
Yeah, so don't expect that. But I mean,
no, that's not going to happen.
I think with Dalvin Cook's got a little bit of injury concern, and their offense is just better. They've got more weapons. I think that Kamara with Winston coming in, even though he likes to push the ball down the field, I still think that you got to dump it off to him. So to me, I'm going Kamara.
Where you going, JB? McCaffrey's off. Who you going next?
Man, it's no, I got some technical difficulties going on here in the crib. Listen, I'm looking at I'm looking at last year's stats, right? It depends on your league, but Dalvin Cook last year had 12 RB1 finishes. 12. I'm going Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, no-brainer.
I'm gonna go Dalvin Cook, man.
You can't argue that.
Yeah, I gotta go Dalvin Cook. Derrick Henry had 10 and Kamara had 10. I mean, Derrick Henry and Cook finished 12 and 13 in the fantasy football championship week. But in the semifinals, Cook and Henry finished second and third. So you can't go wrong with either one of those guys. But I got to go Dalvin Cook because I believe he'll catch the ball just a little bit more than Henry would.
I will second that. I'm really worried about the offense that the Saints are going to put out there. They're trying to find themselves after getting rid of a staple of their offense for over the last decade. I think Kamara might drop slightly.
He was horrible without Breeze. Remember in those couple of weeks?
That's what I'm worried about.
So, but that was with Hill. So to me, if Winston's there, I'm betting on that the offense is opened up. But with Thomas out, I can see Cook. You can't argue Cook. Come on now. I mean, that's like JB said. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue that. So
home run hitter. I'm just like to see what the Saints are going to look like. I think they're trying to figure it out. I think that right now Cook is just more of a been there, done that. I'm gonna keep on doing the same old thing. Let's go to the next one. Which tier 2 running back do you think has the most chance of finishing in the top 2 running backs this year?
Hold on.
Hold on one second so they can see what those tier 2 running backs are. All right, make it a little bigger for you guys. You got Zeke, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, and Saquon Barkley. Shout out Fantasy Pros again. Thank you. Pros. Yeah, appreciate that. Go ahead. What you got, Chris?
I'm Joey. What's this?
Give it to him, Chris.
Yeah. Even though I actually hate when he does that. Maybe I'm just sold on Hard Knocks, but he's looking good. I think with Dak opening that offense, if Dak ends up playing CeeDee Lamb, I mean, that offense is going to be electric. I just think, to me, we know what kind of talent Zeke is. He definitely has that level of top tier talent. So, yeah, I'm going to go Zeke. I mean, Henry's right there, but I feel like when you get that many touches, I feel like you're going to take a little step back. Barkley's those are all guys right there that have more question marks. That's why they're there. But Zeke, I think with that offense opened up back with Zach, or with Dak, he's gonna eat, Joey.
Gotta eat, JP.
Where you going? Gotta eat. I love Zeke, man. I keep trading him, but I still love him. But I'm gonna tell you, thank you. Hey, I didn't come with empty-handed now. Don't sleep now. All right, don't thank you. Don't. JB got beat because JB didn't get beat. JB made out he made out too. Yes, but check this out though. If it's a top 2 finish, right? Zeke looking good, but really it depends on the league. But if it's a PPR league, the long shot, I'm going with the long shot here on this one. The PPR league player that could really just blow up and be like the next Alvin Kamara could be Austin Eckler. Eckler this year with the quarterback, he stays healthy. He could catch 100 balls. He could go for 800 yards rushing, 800 to 900 yards receiving very easily, and finish as that top 2 player. Sure. Kamara finished as number 3, number 1 in some leagues, and he didn't have 1,000 yards rushing or receiving.
Yeah,
but he had 21 touchdowns. So because he had 6 in his last game, come on now. what you think. So I'm gonna go with Austin Eckler. I'm gonna go out there and say Austin Eckler could be that long shot to. I know it's the most likely, but I don't want to go with the easy answer with Derrick Henry or Zeke. So I'm gonna go with Austin Eckler.
I will second Chris on this.
Oh, of course, you're eating.
When Zeke is healthy, I think Zeke has the opportunity to be another back that will go over 2,000 total yards. I can see him going for 1,500 rushing, and I can see him going for 500 to 600 receiving. I think he's a very underrated pass catcher coming out of the backfield. He didn't really show that too much when he was at the Ohio State University, but he definitely has shown that he has the skill to be able to be a very dangerous weapon coming out of the backfield to just give Dak another freaking weapon. Cowboys on offense are absolutely scary, and if he is rolling, the team will roll. So I'm definitely going to go with Zeke as a tier 2 running back that can finish amongst maybe the top 2. Let's go to our next fantasy running back question. Which running back from tier 4 and down do you all think has a chance of finishing in the top 12? JB.
Oh, I got it. Okay, so let's look. Here's that tier 4, right? I gotta pull up the other tiers. I didn't know it said. I thought it said tier 4. I didn't realize it said tier 4 and down.
You think even someone down might get in there?
I don't think so, but some reason Joey said it. I mean,
I might have written it, but
yeah, you didn't really mean it, but I mean,
if you want to really get somebody.
No, let me tell you something though. Here's the thing. I'm looking at last year. James Robinson, undrafted rookie in the league, was RB4. Now, granted, he finished probably almost 100 points behind the RB 1, 2, and 3, but this is an undrafted guy that finished in that top 4. So anything can happen.
True.
So, but looking at this list, I'm going by my tier 4 running backs, and I already had an idea who I was going with. Out of this group, who could finish in that top 12 very easily? I think it has to be, for me, in a PPR league. PPR league. Even in a PPR, I'm gonna have to go with J.K. Dobbins. I think J.K. Dobbins is gonna have so many running lanes because of how they're scared of Lamar, and he fits that scheme. For some reason, somebody dropped him last year, and somebody else picked him up. Yes, I dropped him because people got hurt or whatever, and it happens. And the guy picked up, I was hoping that the guy picked up was going to be there. He's going to be in that tier 2 towards Achilles. So done with that. Oh, sorry, Cam. But anyway, I'm gonna go with J.K. Dobbins out of these guys, right? Miles Sanders is a good chance, but these guys right here, like Chris says, the reason why they're tier 4, they got more question marks than some of the rest of these guys. Good, talented players, but they got a lot of question marks.
Where you going, Chris?
I'm with JB. That was who I was going with. So we're thinking alike there. He does have a question mark since he doesn't catch a ton of balls. So I think that could hurt him a little bit. I think that's the only thing really pushing him down is you're not going to get those type of touches. But as far as running, it said he was one of only 8 players to average more than 5 yards a carry with a minimum of 125 yards in their rookie season. And that you look at the guys that he's in the class with, he averaged 6 yards a carry, got to the end zone 9 times. He only on 134 carries. To me, they're going to split the touches a little bit with Edwards, but he's going to be the guy. So, I mean, he has to get to the end zone a lot, but the way that offense is, I don't necessarily think that'll be an issue. So, yeah, I could see him easily getting in there if he gets enough touches and Edwards doesn't kind of, or Jackson don't, vulture his touchdown. So if he can get the touchdowns,
you're more worried about Lamar than you are Edwards.
True, yeah. I mean, really, it's Lamar. You just hope that somehow Edwards is going to get occasional touches, but I mean,
Gus the Bus.
I mean, hopefully he just doesn't vulture some right near the end zone,
Yeah.
But me and JV are thinking alike.
Yeah, always.
I may be thinking the same thing, but
no,
I'm actually thinking that Myles Gaskin, who I think is likely going to be the premier back in Miami's offense. I think there's a chance he's going to get a whole lot of touches, and he's actually a pretty decent option for the Dolphins coming out of the backfield. Also, I think did he get hurt last year?
Yeah, he missed
a little bit. He missed a few games in his backup. Ahmed
came in at one point.
Yeah,
and then I thought he would be the next. They kind of bounced around. It was really who wants to do it. But Gaskins, when he was there, was really good. So
at the end of the season, he started picking up a lot.
I think for him, it just comes down to how many touches. I think if he gets the touches, I don't think it's going to be a problem for him to be a top 15 guy.
See, in 10 games, he did have 41 receptions for 388 yards. I think if he can somehow stay healthy, I think this is a guy that we can see maybe has a combined 1,400, 1,500 total yards.
Okay. I mean, guess what? Guess who drafted him today in the Do Good Fantasy League?
JB's hoping.
This guy did. I drafted him.
JB got him.
Yeah, I did.
JB got him.
It said in the 9 games he played, in 10 games he played, he averaged 18 touches a game. So that put him at 9th. So if he even bumps that up a little bit, to 22 a game, you have no problem getting him in the top 15 guys. So
Yep. All right. And he was like right here. He's an RB3 on this list.
Yeah. And it's all really got to come down to touches with him.
Yes,
because that's just an unknown.
Last year he finished his RB 27 in our league.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wonder if you condense it down to those couple weeks, you know what I mean? Because he was definitely on fire for those couple weeks, and then the dude I picked up was good for like 2 weeks.
Right. Well, millions. There you go. Your fantasy advice on running backs for this coming up season.
No, we got.
If you want more advice, all you got to do.
There's a little bit more coming.
All you got to do is what you got to you put some questions in the chat. Subscribe, listen, hit us up. You can watch the live drafts. I've been streaming drafts. I'm gonna stream a draft this Saturday. I'm in my brother's league, which I can't stand, but quarterbacks get penalized for getting sacked. I never understand that.
What? We're not going to completely go away from fantasy advice on running backs. We got a little bit more. My bad, millions.
Yeah.
Bad.
These are some quick hitters here.
All righty.
Oh, you gonna do
that's
that?
Right. I forgot. All right, so
JB got it.
We got a little segment called "Who Would You Rather Take," where we have running backs that are around the same tier, same round that they could be picked, and who would you rather take? Now, we're not going to go into a long explanation because we've already been on for a long time. Not today, but give you an idea of where our mindset is, right? So, who would you rather take? Oh, Lord, I'm going to ask you first, Chris. I know the answer to this one. Who would you rather take, Chris? Half-point PPR. We're going to talk about half-point PPR league, half-point per catch. Let's say our league where you get, let's say not our league, right? Because most of the leagues don't do points per carry. But so half-point PPR and everything else is the same. Would you rather have Saquon Barkley or Aaron Jones?
Careful, Chris.
I'm gonna go Jones again.
Careful, Chris.
I'm going Jones because I said I think he's gonna just, with the injuries and all that I talked about, the floor over the ceiling, I think these two are the opposite on that level. Barkley has a chance to get in the top 2 or 3. No one would be surprised. I don't think Jones.
A chance to be 1.
Yeah, where Jones probably doesn't, but what Jones is going to give you. So I'll go Jones here. Joey?
You want to ask me this question, JD?
I mean, really, we need to ask him Saquon or Aaron Jones. Okay, go ahead, Joey.
The answer will be Saquon, who will be back healthy. Saquon. He will be back.
Eat that yogurt.
He will be back to fantasy relevance. The Giants will be back to relevance as well when they win the NFC East.
Oh, so let me tell you something. I got Jones. Saquon Barkley has bit me in the ass the last couple of years in my brother's league. And when I say this, he has bit me in the ass. He's either hurt or he comes around when it's too late. When I'm already done, he's already been injured. So I am definitely going with a guy who has stayed healthy. I'm going with Aaron Jones. Consistently last couple of years been a RB1 and has not been injured. So Aaron Jones for me all day.
That is the mistake.
I'll take it. All right. So the next one, we got Chris Carson versus DeAndre Swift. Who you got, Joey?
Chris Carson bit me in my behind last year. I'm done with him. DeAndre Swift, someone's got to be a bright spot on that awful team. DeAndre Swift.
All right, cool. See, Joey, you a championship player.
I am.
But man, your emotions are getting the best of you, bro.
It's feeling, JB. It's feeling.
Go ahead, Chris.
Just because the Lions team is horrible, I'm gonna go Carson. I think again with the ceiling thing I was talking about, Swift has a chance because they're so horrible. Carson, what you're gonna get with him. These two are JB guys, but I'm gonna go Carson here.
I traded for Carson last year, and he probably missed like 4 games. He didn't play hardly when I traded for him. Kevin Ridley probably pretty much saved me. I drafted DeAndre Swift. He came on a little late. I would say in a league like I discussed just now, I would say DeAndre Swift, right? Because I drafted him the day before someone took Chris Carson. Because it's a 4-point PPR. I think DeAndre Swift will catch more passes. I think he is more explosive than Chris Carson, even though he has Anthony Lynn as his coach. Oh my God, Anthony Lynn is an OC in Detroit. That's even worse than having Jared Goff as a quarterback. Anthony Lynn is the freaking worst, right? But he will pass the ball to the running backs, right? And Seattle, they don't like to do that. They like to Russell hold the ball, even though they changed the offense this year.
It is.
I'm taking Swift over Carson. All right, the next one we got. It's an AFC North battle. We got Joe Mixon versus Najee Harris. Chris, who you have? You got the vet or the rookie?
It's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm
gonna go Mixon just because these two are close, man. This is actually a pretty good one. I'm gonna go. I think he has the talent to be. I think both of these guys are high ceiling type of guys. But both of them have below average lines. I'm going to go Mixon just as a toss up. I'll go Mixon here. No real reason. I think they're similar guys. So
I think they're very similar guys also. I'm also going to, oh my goodness, this is a tough one. I'm going to go Najee Harris because Najee Harris has actually been, well, I mean, you saw the whole repertoire of what he can do for a football team. The national semifinals, he was an amazing player. There were a couple. He may have been the best player on the freaking field. That guy can run between tackles. The guy can catch the ball out of the backfield. Also, he may be the reason why Ben is going to have a very productive year. I'll go Najee Harris. Got you, guys.
All right, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. If it's a like ours, I'm taking Najee Harris because he's a younger player.
Yeah.
And we got way more to go with him than you got Joe Mixon. Najee Harris, both of them, their O-lines are kind of questionable, right? Both of them are late first, early second round picks. I mean, if honestly, it'd be a toss-up, but in my league, I would go Najee Harris, just so you know.
I'm with you in our league. In our league, I would go there because of the keeper.
Yeah, I would go Najee Harris in there. Regular league wasn't a keeper. Depends on what it was. If it was ours, it wasn't a keeper, I'll go Joe, because I think he probably would run the ball more than Najee Harris because they don't have really nobody behind him. And I think the coordinator for the Steelers used to coach Maryland or something, and he coached Anthony McFarland. So they're gonna get him involved in the game plan as well, from what I'm hearing. Could be wrong, but I still like Najee though. And overall. All right, the next one, we got Kareem Hunt versus Myles Gaskins. Joey.
Myles Gaskins. He is RB1. He's going to get most of these snaps as long as he can stay healthy.
CB and Rodney, if CB and Rodney hear that, boy, they're gonna be like
the hot one. C double, I got y'all.
C double and a hot one, hear that, boy, they're gonna be like,
C double hot one, I got you. Myles Gaskin is where it's at. Bottom line.
Yeah, I'm with Joey here. I'm going Gaskin just because I think he's just going to get a lot more touches. Hunt can catch the ball, but we've seen so can Gaskin. So if Gaskin can get 20-something touches a game to Hunt's, maybe 10 to 15 at the most. I'm going to take the higher floor there with the touches. So give me Gaskins.
I'm going with you guys, right? I mean, Hunt is like the ultimate handcuff, and he has standalone value as well.
Right.
But he's not the starter. The starter is Nick Chubb. And the way the Browns are going to win, they're going to run the ball, play action, and defense is going to get stops. So they probably won't be behind in many games. So Hunt maybe won't get as many touches. The Dolphins kind of got the same kind of formula, but Myles Gaskin is the starter. So and he's probably going to catch the ball more than Nick Chubb. So I would go with Myles Gaskins here as well.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all twinning.
All right. So, and I did throw an extra one in here at the end. So just so y'all know, it's going to be a surprise for y'all.
There you go.
Right. So I got next one is old teammates in Carolina, two rookies. We got Javonte Williams and we got Michael Carter. Who you got, Chris? Who you taking?
Man, the Jets are horrible, but I think just the fact is with Melvin Gordon still there at Denver, he's going to get a good amount of touches. I don't even know who's the backup on the Jets at this point.
They got P-Ron, they got Ty Johnson, and they brought in Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, Tevin Coleman's there, but Tevin Coleman is not a back that's going to get more than probably 10. He's never been that kind of back ever to get more than 10, 15 touches.
Oh, Joey had that. Yeah, I mean, that one year Joey had Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman as his starters. And right, he had Devontae Freeman as his RB1 off the waivers, and he had Tevin Coleman as his flex the whole year.
Oh, geez. I had Coleman last year in your league, and he never – I think, was he on San Francisco and he never did? I don't know if he ever even.
He had like one or two games when he may have scored a couple of points.
Yeah, but he was, San Francisco's backfield was a mess last year. So,
yeah, but let's say a friend is like, if you get the starter, you hit. Like, because I got Jeff Wilson.
Someone's going to kill it. Someone's going to go off. You just get.
Well, who is it? Is the question.
There's just too many.
Right.
So I'm going to go Carter just because I think he's going to have. he has the more he's going to get more touches, I think. I'm still nervous with Gordon there. I still think they're going to run him a decent amount, so I think they'll split carries. Where if Carter comes out and kills it, I think they'll just ride him. He's, you know what I mean? So I'm going Carter here.
Who you going, Joey?
I'm going to go Williams because Carter is still fighting his way up that depth chart. Javonte Williams does look like he is going to be backing up Gordon, but if he can break one, they're going to have to figure out how to get him even more carries. So I'm going to go with Williams just because he's got less to go when it comes to breaking into the depth chart compared to his old teammate Michael Carter.
In today's draft, Dan Claskins, who I listen to his show like on the weekends, and he's a guy who organized to do good fantasy drafts, which are you donate money to disabled veterans, which I am one of those guys, believe it or not. And he was like, I would never like Michael Carter this, Michael Carter that. Turn around, he drafted Michael Carter. I'm like, dude, you said you didn't like Michael Carter, you still drafted him. I was like, man, come on. I put it in the chat. It was so funny. But he's really talked up Javonte Williams. Everybody believes that Javonte Williams next year, if Melvin Gordon leaves, he has RB1 potential.
Oh.
So you know who I'm going with. I'm going with Javonte Williams on this one. All right. So, all right. Next, we have the ultimate handcuffs. Two of the probably best handcuffs. If you don't know what a handcuff is, people, a handcuff is the backup behind the starter. But you got to understand, some teams don't really have a handcuff. Like if Christian McCaffery goes down, is Chuba Hubbard really the handcuff?
Right.
Mm-hmm. If Najee Harris goes down, is McFarland the handcuff? Mm-hmm. If Zeke goes down, Pollard is the handcuff.
Yes, he is.
If Dalvin Cook goes down, Alexander Madison is the handcuff. Yes, so there's a difference, right? You know, it always doesn't work out, but here consensus for what I usually hear is Tony Pollard, Madison are probably the two top handcuffs. So, Chris, who would you take?
I mean, I think, was it last year? Remember when Madison had like a few times where he was supposed to just go off, and he just
still in my whole thing. Chris, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish it. No,
so then we're on the same page. And there's times where I just remember he's about to kill it. I remember doing daily fantasy like FanDuel, and that guy, he's owned by like 60% of the league, and then you basically just go off against him because if you go off, you're feeling good, and he just would bomb. So I think Pollard again is just a guy who has shown that he can do it consistently, and like I talked about that floor, he's not going to bomb out. So I'm going to go Pollard here.
Okay, Joey, who you got? You're looking up stats.
They're very similar. I mean, I don't think Pollard has any career 100-yard games. I think Madison.
He does. I was at one.
So he may have one.
Hey, you said he had many.
And I guess Madison has like one or two. I would think, oh my goodness. As far as injuries go, I think Dalvin Cook has had more issues staying on the field compared to what Zeke has.
Have injury. Zeke has legal issues. He doesn't have injuries.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't have injuries.
So just based on that, I'm probably likely to go with Alexander Madison over Pollard because I'm sure he's going to get a chance to be on the field a little bit more. He seems to be a little bit more explosive too. I'll go Madison.
Oh, slow your roll. First of all, Alexander Madison is not as explosive than Tony Pollard. It's not even close, dude. It's not even close. Second, like Chris said, Alexander Madison has had opportunities to blow up. He's had games when Dalvin Cook is out, and he has laid eggs. He has laid every time he gets a chance to blow up, he lays a dud. Tony Pollard actually has some standalone value if you're in a deep league. Madison has none unless Cook is injured. Pollard will get on in the game when Zeke is playing. Right? So it's not even a Dallas thing. I gotta go Tony Pollard here, right? I gotta go Tony Pollard. All right, so here's my last surprise one for you guys. I had to throw a little wrench in there. Who you rather have? And what, James Robinson or Travis Etienne? Who you got, Chris?
This is the same.
It's the Jags backfield. Who would you rather take? James Robinson or Travis Etienne? That same backfield.
Well, the thing is,
Button said Tony Pollard has 2 100-yard games. Joey,
he has 2. All right.
Yeah, what's up, Buttons?
Thank you, Buttons.
Thank you, Buttons.
Thank you, Buttons. Give me James Robinson because he's been there, done that, and he did it with a team that was not very good. So. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
Been than that for one whole year. More.
Chris looking at some stats. Chris is studying something. I can see it in his eyes.
I'm
looking up something. I see
That's
it.
the only reason why I'll take James Robinson.
Well, the problem is we don't know what that offense is really going to look like.
No idea.
And I just don't know how many touches. Here they're saying 10 to 12 touches for Robinson a game. I don't think that's enough because I don't think he's explosive enough. If both of them are getting 10 to 12 touches, I think Etienne's the more explosive guy. So I'd rather him getting 10 touches and over Robinson's 10 touches. Robinson, to me, has to be the guy who wears guys down and gets 20 touches. If he's getting 20 touches and Etienne's getting 12 all over the field, I'd still probably go Robinson just because of the floor. But if they're just exactly splitting carries and touches, give me Etienne then.
Well, Chris, based on what you've been saying, that's why I kind of wanted to throw this one out here because you've been saying you'd rather go with the floor than the high ceiling guy.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. If I know that Robinson is 20 touches floor and he's just pounding 4 or 5 yards out versus 10 touches for Etienne and he's getting them in all different ways, then I still probably would go Robinson because I know. But if they're saying that Robinson's only going to get 10 to 12 and that Etienne's probably going to get 10 to 12, then their floor is probably, I would say Etienne's floor is even higher. So if, it really comes down to how many touches they think Robinson's going to get. But if they're similar touches, I'd rather Etienne's touches because he's way more explosive.
Mm-hmm. He is.
I gotta say, this is a hard one for me too, but I gotta go with Etienne too. I mean, Etienne, if they use him right, he can be a nightmare.
Yeah,
because there ain't many linebackers in the league is gonna be able to cover that guy, and he proved at Clemson he can run through the tackles, he can run outside and catch the ball. So it was a weird draft pick, right? You had James Robinson and you bring in Travis Etienne. But I'm gonna go with you, Chris. I'm gonna go with Travis Etienne on this one.
Well, right? And look what the Saints did with Kamara and Murray.
And first it was Mark Ingram and Kamara, remember?
Yeah, so you could run that. You can run that with those guys. And
remember when the Saints had Kamara, Ingram, and Adrian Peterson, man.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these teams doing some crazy stuff, man. They traded AP. They traded him to the Cardinals, right? And he went off with, come on, man. What are you doing? All right. So, hey, everybody, that's our fantasy running back preview. We're going to be talking about fantasy running backs this whole football season. So this isn't the end of this conversation. But now we're going to have the first annual NFL division draft. If you watch our not episode 19, episode 18, we had our college football draft. And speaking of college football, we're having our first week college football pick'em this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes and your ears open.
Be ready.
This is Ray. Joey has stated on the record that he will pick against the spread over 50% of the games correct.
I absolutely will.
Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see. But anyway, here we go. We got that first annual NFL draft. 10 teams, 3 divisions. Of course, probably nobody's picking the Texans and the Lions. So let's see what's going to happen. All right. All right.
Yeah. So I'll run this part, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna go. It was kind of a random pick. We kind of based it on how we did last week and moving forward, how we're gonna pick this time. So actually, I'm gonna go up first, and the way we're doing this is it's basically win totals. Do we want to get into win totals for playoffs or strictly regular season?
Strictly regular season.
So regular season.
And if one of our teams happens to win the Super Bowl, then we will have our own bragging rights.
Maybe we'll do something in the playoffs where we'll take we'll do something for that.
We'll do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. All right, so I'm up first. No brainer for me is I'm going the Chiefs.
Ooh, saucy.
Going the Chiefs.
Go with the Chiefs.
All right, Joey's up with the second pick.
Joey's going with the Giants.
Already reaching.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Joey is taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady, I apologize because Joey has now given your whole squad bad luck.
All right.
So, JB is up. Got 2 picks in a row. I'm gonna go with the Bills Mafia.
All right.
Hey.
And I'm gonna go with them cheeseheads in Green Bay.
Oh man. All right, Joey.
Football team.
Pittsburgh.
Oh man, you are all about some Pittsburgh.
Let's see the Steelers. I'm trying to see where are the Steelers ranked on here. Oh, okay.
Keep going down.
Yeah, I did. I did. I was going down.
Forgive him, Godfather.
The Godfather must got something on you. You owe the Godfather?
Yeah,
Hey, that's right, Zach. I got you, Zach. Zach said, great pick on them Bills. He's part of that Bills Mafia. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
See, Chris has.
I'm going
49ers.
Baltimore and the Rams.
Oof.
Ooh, Baltimore. Chris got Baltimore, and he has the Rams.
All right, JB. You know Detroit's still out there.
Oh, I know. Is it? Hold on. So
the Texans are still out there.
Hold on.
Wait, it's my turn.
Yeah, Chris, are you the first pick, right?
Yeah. So it's
okay.
Joey.
It's Joey. So
okay.
you got the Rams and you got the Ravens. Okay. Okay. All right.
Ain't no way you're gonna hold the greatest of all time down back-to-back years. Give me New England. No way.
Hey, Joey, you're gonna get slaughtered.
No way.
All right, and let me go ahead and make this easy. I want to go with the Browns because my name is Brown.
Brand new brother in town.
And I am going to go. You know what? I'm gonna go with those guys from Tennessee. I'm gonna go with them Tennessee Titans. Who gonna win their division? All right, Colts, Carson Wentz, the Jags, the Texans. Oh my God. It's a cakewalk. That's 6-0 right there. That's 6 wins in the bucket.
All right, Joey.
We going, Joey, the Saints and the Vikings? For your Uncle Irv.
Give me the Colts.
Oh, the Colts.
All right.
Dude, Joey, man, he in a tight bind in the middle pick. He don't know how to work the middle pick like me.
It's tight.
Give me the Chargers.
Oof.
And the Niners.
Oh.
Joey don't like either of those. Your
hates the Chargers, right? He hates the Chargers.
They are sitting right there, right?
Seahawks are right there.
I'll take them. Give me Seattle, JB.
Is it my pick?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is it my pick?
2 picks.
This pick is for you, C Double, and Hot Rod.
Oh.
Those Miami Dolphins. And the next one is for me. How about Cowboys? What's good?
See, you know this messed up, right?
No, I didn't, Joey. No, I didn't. Because
you messed up.
Let me tell you something, Joey. Let me tell you a little secret.
See what I'm saying?
If you go with the power rankings right now, you hurting, bro. You hurting.
Joey picks from here.
You hurting, bro.
He ripped mine out, and now he's picking from it.
What number
That's
is
right. Them boys, Zach. Them boys.
What number is this?
Joey, your Uncle Irv's pick is right there waiting for you.
Uncle Irv is calling you, Joey. Go Uncle Irv, Joey. Do it.
I got you, Unc. Give me those Vikings.
Goodness gracious.
Why are they so late?
The supposed number 1 defense, man.
I'm gonna go Arizona and Denver.
Oh, Arizona and Denver. Man, Joey, I hope I draft behind you in the draft this year.
How many we got left?
We still got a couple.
I'll give you the teams that are left: Atlanta, Washington Saints, Jets, Philly, Jacksonville, Detroit, Houston, Vegas, Chicago, Carolina.
I got 4 picks left.
I say the Giants.
Yeah, I got 4. I got 4 picks left. So I got 6 picks in. I got 4 left.
Give me the Saints, baby. Give me the Saints.
So what?
Yeah, Joey wants the Saints.
You want the Saints? Man,
I'm killing it. I'm killing this thing.
You killing it?
I'm killing this thing.
Joey don't care about no power rankings, JB.
They mean
he going with his heart.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you. Let me tell you one thing that JB won't do. Football team for nothing.
Oh, they're right there.
I'm not taking them.
I
don't care. I'm not taking them guys for nothing. I don't care. I'll draft a fancy player. Now, if Antonio Gibson fall in my lap, I'll take him. But I ain't drafting. I ain't taking them. You know what? Man, this is some hot garbage down here too.
Do it. Don't you do it.
You know what?
Don't you do it.
I can't be like Joey, man.
You
know what? I actually, I'm gonna go with the Bears, the Bears. That's right.
All right.
And
4 wins.
I can't even go with them. I'm gonna go with the Raiders, man. I can't do it. I got some garbage down here, man.
Joey, you gonna pick Washington?
How many more teams?
Man, just pick your team, man.
So you got
2 more picks, man. You got 2 more picks.
No, he's got
with
3 more
Lions.
Picks. 3 more picks, Joey.
Oh, you got the Lions and the Texans on the board for you right now.
Jets, Jacksonville, Atlanta.
You want them Lions and them Texans, Joey. You want them Lions.
Giants, Carolina, Cincy, Philly.
Give me Jacksonville.
What the?
Jacksonville.
He loves him some Urban Meyer.
I do love Urban Meyer. He's gonna bring 7.
Oh, I'm gonna quote Buttons. Buttons says, "Spoken like a true fan, Washington is a walking dumpster fire." Buttons said, "Shit,
Buttons."
buddy." I'm starting to like you more and more, Buttons. Look it.
That's what Buttons does.
I'm gonna pull the trigger. Washington
Chris.
and
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Atlanta.
Who you got?
Washington and Atlanta.
Ooh, Buttons. We are. You know what? We're doing our college football pick 'em, Buttons. We got one guest person. Buttons, do you want to be a guest this week on the college football pick 'em? Do you want to go against us, Buttons? I need you on there, Buttons. I need you on that wall, Buttons.
Buttons would fit in very well.
All right. You got the Falcons, right, Chris?
And Washington, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I got
Joey,
it. Okay. All right.
Joey, your Giants are right there.
Thank you for reminding me, Chris, and I will take the NFC East champions and their 9 to 10 wins. Mark it, JB.
You got the Giants?
Mark it, JB.
Man, it's
They're
hot.
Just sitting there.
Goodness, this is just some hot.
There.
This has to be the most hot garbage I've ever seen in my life to pick from. But if I got to pick, man, it's great. You know what? I'm gonna take the Bungles. Shout out Dan Claskins, James Adams, their team. And I'm gonna take the Christian McCafferys.
All right, Joey, last pick. 4 left. Philly, Jets, Detroit, Houston.
Give me,
Yeah, this is a dump.
Give me the Jets.
All right, I'm taking Philly. I'm not getting down in them other two. I already said they win under 4 games. I can't go back on that.
Give me the old Jets.
You got the Eagles, right, Chris?
I took the Eagles, yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. All right, because it's about that time we done pushed it over. Button say you got to be tested. All right, so I'll share with the millions real quick what we got going on these picks. Right, you'll see. You can see here. The numbers beside them are the power rankings. I got one. See, Joey has 2 teams in the top 10. Chris has 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 4. What does that tell you?
Joey's a picture.
And again, you look at from here, Joey has 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I have 1, 2, 3, and Chris has 3. Nice little balance. And then lastly, in that last tier, Joey has 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bottom tier. That's 4 in the bottom tier. I have 1, 2, 3, and Chris also has 1, 2, 3. What does that tell you? It tells you that me and Chris have a chance to win, while Joey, like his boy Button said, will be a walking dumpster fire.
I will be fine.
A walking dumpster fire. As Button says it, book it.
I will be fine.
Book it. All right. So that's our first annual CJ Squared NFL draft. We won't find the results until the new year, right? Because we still gonna be around putting this content out.
Yes, we are.
Right? Yes. Right.
Knowledge.
So, last but not least, because I gotta go to bed, I gotta get up in the morning time, go to school early, right? I gotta do some work. My man Joey, his last hot take came through in fuego. Yes, they sweep the socks, as Joey would say it, right? So, Joey, hit us with your next hot take. And don't say my name or Chris's name.
Don't say it.
In the year 2004, maybe the greatest soccer player who ever lived was brought up to be on maybe the most famous soccer club in the entire world, Barcelona. For the next 17 years, this famous soccer player, Lionel Messi, would go on to score 474 goals for Barcelona, maybe the greatest soccer player who ever lived. Barcelona has let maybe the greatest soccer player who ever lived walk. Messi has joined Paris Saint-Germain PSG in La Liga. And is looking to make his debut next Sunday. The debut will be against a city that we know as Reims, even though it looks like rhymes. They're going to be known for two things. Number one, they are the champagne capital of the entire world. You can go to the northeastern part of France and go on some wonderful, wonderful champagne tours going on, get tasting. I mean, is there any better champagne than champagne from France?
Number hot take ever.
Number two, they will be known for as the team that you will take the complete over against when PSG shows up into that soccer stadium. Whatever the over is going to be, you're going to take the over completely. It's going to be a shellacking. It's going to be the equivalent of when. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Here you go. This was weird. What is going on? Do you even know what the over is? Do you understand what the over is?
I went through with it. I said, even if it's 4, would you take the over? He said, taking it. So
take the over.
I looked today. I couldn't.
So are you saying they're gonna beat them by 4 goals, or are you saying the score of the game is gonna be over 4 goals scored?
You're saying the total is the total of the game, not their team goal. Their team it's the game total will be over.
Game total. The over is gonna be over 4. Okay.
So no matter, Joey feels like no matter what.
No matter
what. You're not setting it high enough.
They are not.
I don't like Joey's soccer takes, man. I try to do his soccer take for the U.S. Man, do you know what
I won.
Joey,
I won.
Listen to me though, Joey. If I would have bet $100, I would have won $1. I would have won the payout would have been 1-on-1, right? Those were the odds of what you had going.
Hey,
that's not making money.
Scared money don't make money. You should have bet 1,000.
That's not making money, bro.
You gotta put that 100 down and making money.
SG this Saturday coming up.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday before the show.
Yes.
No, they'll play before.
All right, I will bet on that. I'm gonna commit at least $10 to that bet, and let's see.
Let me make sure.
What's the odds on that bet right now, Chris? What, -150?
Trying to find if they have a.
They probably don't have it yet.
Next Sunday at 2.
Oh, so yeah, they have it. The over is 3.5.
Take it.
Okay. And what's the thing? What does it say?
Well, that'll probably be. Hold on. That would be.
If you bet on it, what is it? Negative
minus 128 right now.
Oh, man,
so that means $1.28 to win $1. So that's not bad.
Put 100 on it.
Your boy Button just said, Joey, you are crazy because you're saying that Messi is greater than Pele.
I said could be because Messi's not even better than CR7.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, there you go. Joey's hot take. Take the over on the PSG game versus who you say? What's it called? I gotta look it up. What's it called, Chris?
Rons.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Champagne capital of the world.
French team I never heard of. I actually been to Paris and France about 4 times.
Paris.
Believe it or not, I've been to Paris 4 times. Wow. Okay.
Anyway, go to the northeast.
Okay, listen. I've been to the coast. I've been to I had a brain fart. I've been to where the D-Day happened. I've been there. I've seen it. I was in the tunnels. You know.
Cool.
All right, but anyway, that's our show for tonight, man. Listen, shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to my man Buttons. Shout out to my man Rod, Chris. Shout out to everybody that I've mentioned. Shout out to my wife, my family. We back. We come in with this content twice a week right now. We on a roll, right? So keep watching, and remember who will be soon considered the greatest tennis player of all time. The Joker will sooner or later this year bypass Nadal and Federer and win his 21st major. even though Chris had me cracking up about how he lost it at the Olympics. That had me laughing.
Yeah, he
will bypass Nadal and Federer and become the greatest male tennis player of all time.
You're gonna have to put like $1,000 on that one.
How did Button say it? Book it. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I don't really have much. Just we're trying to do it the Wednesday, Thursday. This week got a little bit messed up. It's crazy with the scheduling, but we're hoping to do kind of that Wednesday, Thursday, one of those 2 days, do the preview. So what's coming up? It'll be I guess we're doing the NFC South probably, right? NFC, AFC South.
Let's do the NFC and AFC South. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So
and then at the end we'll do our college football pick'em.
Oh,
yeah. So,
buddy.
College football. This is the first week, right? It'll be 20. Yeah. It'll be coming out. When's the first game? The 28th.
The
right?
28th. And the first game we picked is the first game on the schedule. Nebraska versus Illinois.
Big game
based on one of Joey's hot takes.
Yeah, some of these are starting to play in. So I mean, it's good to have we're gonna have some more content coming twice a week, like you guys said. So be on the lookout. All right, Joey.
Please spread the word. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications.
And the likes.
Stay square. And like us. Whatever.
When the show comes on.
Hey, we gotta let them know all the time, JB.
All the time.
All the time. Thank you all for your support. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. We're out. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right.